Hello and welcome to Workshop Studios. So today we're going to be working on our lawn tractor again, and this one is an interesting problem. It's the bagging system. And if I look under here, you can see what the issue is. You see that strap hanging down there? That's the problem. There's the strap with a hook, and this one broke. So use that to hold on to the bag when you're dumping the grass clippings out. So we need to fix it. Let's get to it. And here's what the underneath looks like. This is the bag taken off, and I'll show you. So we got to get this so that this handle will hold it when you do that and dump the grass clippings out. So that's what we want. And the thing is that when this is full of grass, it tends to hang in there. And this alone, the bag alone, is probably 10, maybe even 15 pounds. And with a load of grass, it's probably a good 45, 50 pounds. And that means that weight is on this handle right there, like that. And so what happened over time was that broke, and you can't hang on to it except by that one. So let's take a look in the shop and we'll see what we need to do to get that hook back down. Okay, so here it is. You can see it a little more closely. And if we look at it, hopefully you can see that that is stitched on right there. So that's been stitched on. So this material is fine, it's good and strong, but it's the stitching that has the problem. And this one, what broke was the stitching. So the material is still intact, but the stitching came out. And of course this, and you can see this one's already got some problems. The stitching is coming out of it, so this probably isn't long for this world. So the question is how to hook it back down. Do we stitch it or what? So I've got some consultants. Let's have them come over and talk to us. We have Mr. Bill. Hey. We have Gumby. Hello. We have Pokey. And we have Mr. Bearhead. Yep. Good thought on that one. So the question is, guys, how to hook this back down? What do you think? I think we should use some tape on it. Tape, huh? Let's try that out. See, it looks great now. Well, let's try it out. Oh, that didn't work. What do you think, Gumby? Well, I think that it was the wrong tape on there. We should use some stronger tape. All right, try that. What do you think of that? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see how it does. Oh, well, that was stronger, but... Oh. Okay. Pokey, Mr. Bearhead, what do you guys think? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting idea. You want to use a rivet gun and rivet through there? Oh, and you want to use some strong material over the top like this, which is more cloth web, to put it across there and rivet through that. Okay, I like that plan. You two, your plan is out. No! We're going to go with Pokey and Mr. Bearhead. So let's rivet this thing. By the way, everybody, this will be riveting to watch. Okay, so riveted this one down, and this is the material. By the way, this is off of an old seat belt. So that's what that material is. Good and strong. And there's two rivets through here, but I think I'm going to do the next one a little differently. And I'm going to double this up. So this is now this strap bent in two and put down like that. The next thing I do is drill a hole through everything with this drill. And I don't remember what size it is. I'll look that up. That was a 1/8 drill. And then I use rivets like these. I've decided to use this kind here. Sorry, not this kind, but this length. And the rivet works by squashing this bit here down against this. So this stays on the outside. This squashes down that way. And that I use this tool right here to put it in. So the rivet goes into this tool like that. And then you pull the trigger. Back up so you can see what I'm looking at here. So you pull the trigger on it like this. Let me use another one. Use a smaller one here. Pull the trigger, and if you watch the end of that, see if I can get it to be in focus. All right, so here we go. Come on, stay in focus there. Hang on a second. Okay, so I'm going to pull the trigger, and you watch what happens to the end there. See it going down? See it squashing down there? I got to pull the trigger and start again here. Okay, I'm going to squash it down some more. Squash it down. And one more time, and the tip, this break off. Oops, went shooting out of there. So what it does is it breaks off the back end of it. I'll go get that other bit. Hang on. So the idea is that when this pin pushes through, it pulls this little head down, that little rounded head, and squashes that material right there. And that's why this looks a lot fatter than that one. And the idea is it's supposed to trap whatever you have in there between this flange here and this kind of thickened material. So it makes kind of a little, well, a rivet. So that's what we're going to be doing here, is we're going to be flattening out. Now the problem is that the little divot that's on top, this part here that's thicker, is not quite enough to hold it into this plastic. So I'm going to be adding one more thing to this, and I'll show you. Is I'm going to add a little washer on the back side here. So the idea is that this washer will be on the back side, and that when I pull the rivet down, it'll squash against this washer, and that'll help to give some strength to the back side of this. Let me show you on the ones I've done already. So here are the rivets here. This is now the other side of this piece of plastic inside the bag. So that's why this bag is like that. So it's inside where the grass will go, but there's this washer here, and the material pulls down against the washer, and it helps to give some strain relief against that plastic. Yeah, I can't get too much closer, it goes out of focus. But you can see I've done it on all these. So I'm going to keep doing that, and that helps give strength to it, so once it can't pull it right straight through. All right, let's do this next one. All right, so I've already drilled the hole through this material, through the strap, and through the plastic. And so the rivet is sticking out on the other side. And what I'm going to do is put this washer on that other side. Let me lift this up so I can get underneath there. And I kind of got to hold it in place. I wish I could show you, but it's just, there's too many things going on here. So now I'm going to push that washer up against it. So I've got that in there now. And now I'm going to use this to come in here like that and start to squash this rivet down. It's kind of unwieldy here. First one goes. Now the second one. The third one. It takes a bit on these to get them to. Let me put that down now that the washer's holding. There we go. I think that did it. Come on, you. There we go. So there's the little stem that came off, and now that rivet is hooked. Oops, get it in here. That rivet is hooked down, nice and strong. And let's look at the back side. And there's the back side of the rivet with the washer there. And hopefully you can see how that's kind of flattened up against there. So if I can get any closer. Nope. There you go. Yeah, you can see it a little better. So you can see how that's kind of flattened against the washer. So that's how riveting works. So I'm just going to keep doing that and get all these done. So the other thing I do is when I drill the hole through, then I take a punch and kind of go through that cloth and give it a twirl. And that leaves a nice hole to go through. If I pull it out gently, you can see that hole there. just barely. And I'm going to go through that hole and through the plastic with the rivet. This is kind of the tricky bit of riveting, is you got to get everything all lined up. So first I got to get this through. There we go. Through there and through the other strap and through that hole. There we go. Getting there. So let me push that all the way down. There. Now it's stuck through there, and it's on the other side. Let's see if I can do this, show you what it looks like with the washer on the other side. Okay, so here's the rivet poking through right here. I haven't squashed it down yet. Here's the washer I'm going to put on it, right there. Okay. I want the washer to go down as flat against there as I can. So I'm going to push that on. Hang on a second here. Well, guys, it looks like we're all done. What do you think? That's pretty good. Let's have a closer look. They're not real pretty, but they're good and strong. It's going to be hanging underneath this bag anyway. Probably you'll never see it. A little different on each one. This is the first one, and redid a couple of those just so they're good and strong. I think this is the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. So what I did on these was I actually doubled up the ends of them so that there's 4 layers of cloth between there and there. So that hopefully will keep everything hooked down nice and tight. So, all right. What do you think, guys? All done? All done. All right, good. We'll catch you on the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye.